Welcome to Comics in the Making. My name is Ryan Holgerson. I'm the creator of Slackmatic, and I'm back with another comic vlog. This week, I did a story called The Mirrored Men. So I've been a big fan of the podcast Monsters Among Us, and it's a creepy paranormal show where Derek Hayes, the host, has people call in and talk about their true life paranormal experiences. So it could be Bigfoot, could be UFOs, ghosts, whatever. But it's a super enjoyable podcast. And I've been listening to it for years, but for the last few weeks, I've been binging through old episodes. Because it's just a great show that I can throw on in the background, and I don't really have to think about it, and it's also great for getting ideas churning for stories. So one of the stories he's been kind of following is this phenomenon known as the Mirrored Men. It was one of his early call-ins from a friend of his, actually, and when they put it out there, they started getting more and more calls from people who had similar experiences. And that was seeing these three beings walking in complete unison, all mirroring exactly what each other was doing. And it appeared that if you came into eye contact with them, or they knew you were there, bam, you would just wake up kind of like up to 6 or 7 hours later. And you would have this missing time. So I started thinking about that. I thought it would make a fun story. So let's get to the time lapse, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. So I was trying real hard to get this story done in the month of April. I'd only done 18 pages so far this past month. It was really kind of a crappy month for me, and but it didn't happen. When it comes to the collection, I'll probably throw this in the April issue, though. But as I said in the intro, I really like the idea of the Mirrored Men. I think it's a real creepy concept, and possibly this is something that is happening to people. I liked the idea that for a lot of the story, you're just seeing Audrey and Dad through this window frame. I like that kind of just straight on look. And it also made things a little easier for me when it came to drawing it. I just pasted in this window frame and all of those scenes. And when I was penciling, I was just kind of pasting in the characters too. But then when I went to ink them, I inked every individual one to give a little bit of organic quality to them. Except when it came to the Mirrored Men. The Mirrored Men are supposed to be, complete clones of each other, and so those I just pasted in, and that was very intentional to the story. I really like this panel here where it's showing them in the Mirrored Men eyes. Maybe I could have fisheyed the characters a little more to make them kind of go around the eye, but I also kind of like it the way it is, where it almost looks like they're just standing in this guy's empty eye sockets. And that really didn't occur to me till I was kind of looking over it today, and was like, wow, that's what it looks like. And I think it just makes it creepier. So here we go to the humorous part where the Mirrored Men switched Audrey and Dad's shirts. And I don't think, nothing like this has ever happened in the Mirrored Men lore, but this has happened in some abduction cases where people will wake up from alien abductions and their socks are put on backwards, or shoes are on the wrong feet, and just stuff like that. For all we know, the Mirrored Men, maybe they are some sort of alien race or something like that. So who knows? But I thought it was funny. I also thought it was funny they stole Dad's wallet. So, all right, let's get to the outro. Thanks for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. Check out mine and Levi's other videos where we're talking about different things in the arts and comics spectrum of the world. I've got a new book out. It is called The Wizard Staff. You can get that on my Etsy store. It collects all of my comics from the month of January that I put out onto the internet. I also have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/slackmatic. It's only $2 a month. You get all of my stuff as soon as it's done. I post it up there. You don't have to wait for me to post it on social media or anything like that. And that's it. So just go do the damn thing.